Yesterday, a child came out to wonder.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Megan Victoria. My name is Megan. I'm a pro hair makeup artist, and in today's video, I love this. So I wanted to do something spring-like, but I wanted to do something very quick and easy and a little bit more editorial. So we really played with iridescence. We did this blot kind of lip style where it's more pigmented in the center. I just wanted to do a few fun different things. The eyes are this really beautiful rose gold liner, but then really beautiful hits of pops of iridescence of pink. It's a very conceptual editorial vibe, and it's so easy for you guys to recreate. So I'm so excited to get started with this video. Really quickly, I did want to say that I'm using a new base routine, some new products, and we're trying some stuff out. So if you want to watch that, because I know a lot of you guys love watching me do my face makeup, and every time I cut it short, I get told to keep it longer. So I will leave that, but I'm also going to put a timestamp to when my base is done and we get into just the eyes and the lips and a little bit more how to springify the look. So if you want just base makeup, some new products, we're testing out the Stay Naked Urban Decay foundation and all that, then keep on watching. If not, just skip forward and we will get springified. So thank you guys for watching, and let's get started. First thing, I've already prepped my skin, but oh yeah, I do have a thing. So should have taken this out of this package. Okay, so we have the Smooth and Blur Smashbox Primer. I wanted to try this. I feel like this was such an OG primer everyone used back in the day. Whoa, okay, that came out of water. I suggest shaking. Okay, let's try that again. Very, very jelly formulation. I'm gonna just put this on the skin. Maybe just more in the T-zone for that smoothing, blurring effect. Now we're going with Flawless Filter. I'm gonna use the shade 2. I want to keep this nice and light and bright, just basically right in the center of the face. Any of the points I just want to bring forward. By the way, I did some tie-dyeing yesterday, so my hands and my nails are kind of stained. If you see that, that's what's up. So I'm gonna blend this in now because I am trying a new foundation today. Okay, so I'm trying out the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. Quite excited to try this. I've seen so many good reviews on it. I had it sent to me, but the color was way too light and pink, and it was it was bad. It looked like Pepto-Bismol on my face. So I have yellow shades now, which is great. I have 20 and 40, so we're gonna mix something and see how that goes. But I'm gonna just do a pump of 40 and then half a pump of 20. Mix that together on the back of my hand, and we're just gonna go for it, and if we need to adjust, we can adjust. It feels the whole idea of weightless, it feels really, really light. This is actually really interesting. The formulation feels like air, which is cool. The packaging feels, I've heard this from a couple people, it feels cheap, and it does. It feels like plastic. You're how is this a quote unquote, not luxury product, but a Sephora kind of higher end product when it just feels like plastic. I don't know. But I think that goes with their whole marketing of making it weightless, right? It's weird using any foundation other than the Reboot foundation, because that's literally all I've been using, because Reboot is a godsend foundation. But this looks really pretty too, actually. But it's less luminous than the Reboot, but it's still nice. Kind of feel though I'm seeing more of my texture. Honestly, I'm gonna say this right now though, you can't trust my foundation reviews. Not what I'm trying to say. My foundation reviews, I always hate something when I try it out for the first time, and then eventually I'm oh, I really like this now, and you'll see it in a few weeks, and it's all I've been using. So I feel just stay tuned. We'll see how this goes. I really like the finish it's leaving on the skin. It's kind of a satin finish rather than dewy. The Reboot's definitely very dewy, and this is just really, it's a little bit of a more foundation-y version. I just feel I can see my skin more. I don't know. What do we think? How do we feel? Okay, so that is like one layer of the that's one layer of the Stay Naked foundation. I think it looks nice. It looks like foundation. Not like so much like the Estee Lauder one by any means, but I feel like I can like see it. When I first started applying it, I didn't see it and it was melting really well. And like now that's drying down, I feel like I can see makeup. But I like the sheen that it has. Like it has a nice like satiny kind of finish to it. So it's quite nice in that regard. Yeah, my face looks makeup-y, which is kind of bothering me. So we're gonna move on because we gotta finish this look. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Benefit color corrector, pop this under the eyes like always. And then what I'm hoping is gonna save me is my Makeup Forever concealer. So we're gonna grab a little bit of this, pop that under the eyes, and then just the side of the mouth. I'm gonna do a little bit on the cheeks because my redness is definitely peeking through. And like just a little bit like that. And then we'll just blend this out. I don't know if you guys can tell, but already just putting like the Makeup Forever products is like just kind of like fixed things. I still definitely see texture down here, and my skin's not as smooth as I'd like it to be, but I think it's getting there. We're fixing it. It's good. Okay, so one product I do love is the Stay Naked concealer. I think this is a fantastic product. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna pop that right underneath the eyes, really to brighten and lift. Gonna extend my little cheekbones, do a little reverse contour, and just do my regular kind of concealer routine. Just really bringing forward what I want to bring forward, and then we can blend that out. Reverse contour is one of my favorite tricks. It's just such an easy way to give yourself a cheekbone in no time at all. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Bare Minerals foundation stick just to warm up the complexion. I'm gonna just do it down here. I don't know why. Why not? That's pretty much the only reason I have for it. And we're just going to blend this in. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of my Buxom Cream blush stick. I'm going to do this right here, just more on the outside of the cheek, and then like a little bit on the apple, but I don't like to take my blush like too far in. And then you can just give this a quick pounce. Alright, I think the skin looks really beautiful now. Okay, so I also got the Urban Decay Stay Naked bronzer, blusher, highlighter. So we're going to use this. This was sent to me and it came totally smashed, so I repressed it. That's why it doesn't look beautiful, but you know, I wanted to make it work, so we're making it work. So I'm going to start off with the bronzer shade. Now I'm probably thinking the highlighter is going to sweep in there, so it may be a little bit of a glowy bronzer, but we're just going to get a little bit of that bronzer on our brush. And I'm just going to go right over that. Ooh, look how nice and bronze and warm that is. Gorgeous. Obviously we're going to take it down the neck because you know we're pale. I know. See, okay, you tell me, does it look like I have a beard if I do the chin contour? Like, I just think it looks like I have a weird little like shadow. We're just gonna warm up the entire perimeter of the face. Yeah, it's like beard-like. I don't like it. Why? No, I don't like that at all. Just gonna take my sponge and I'm just gonna kind of like blend this out a little bit. I don't like the beard look. But I think that bronzer looks so nice. We look so warm and sun-kissed, like gorgeous. So let's switch on over to the blushy shade, which I think is gonna go so perfectly with the cheeks. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of the blush. Okay, great, it's picking up. And then just dust that on the cheeks. And I'm just gonna blend that all together. If you want to clean it up, you can just take whatever's on your sponge and I just like tap it right under the blush and bronzer line. It'll just give me a little bit more of a cheekbone. And then just to make sure it's not harsh, I just kind of go over with like the butt of the blender just to kind of soften it again. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of the highlighter now. So that's just the middle guy right there. And sweep that right on the cheek. Okay, so it's a nice like light champagne kind of color. It's not too gold, it's not too pink. It's nice and champagne-y. So far I really like this. I'm like into this. You already know I love the concealer, but this is doing fun things for me. Foundation I'm not like entirely sold on right now. So that's that update. But yeah, the blush and bronzer looks really, really pretty. Okay, so the only thing really left to do is I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury powder. I'm just gonna powder underneath the eyes and the side of the face. I didn't really want to use a ton of powder today, so just do that quickly. We will take our NYX Radiant Finish setting spray and we'll just spray the face for now. All right, I'm gonna jump off camera and then we're gonna get into like creating the whole springtime iridescent vibe. All right, so welcome to the fun part of the tutorial. So if you watched the base routine, I hope you enjoyed that. We're looking nice and glowy and fresh, and I still have setting spray that needs to dry, but that is okay. So now we're on to the fun part, creating like the very springy vibe. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I wanna create a little bit more iridescence on the cheeks. I'm gonna go into the Anastasia Glow Kit. Everyone, you know, this is an iconic product. I'm gonna grab the shade Kitty Cat, so this really pretty pinky one. I'm gonna maybe like hit it to the dream shade, but just so we get a nice pinky glow. And we're gonna really highlight the cheeks so you can see like already how big of a difference that makes. Get that glow. There's just sometimes where a look just needs all the glow in the world. This is it. I like to just kind of really press in the highlight, especially if it comes down too far into the cheek, just so you're not getting like this like shining light right here. So just kind of press it so it like fades and then it gets really blinding towards the outside, and then it's super blinding. Okay, so that's all we're gonna do for that. All right, now I'm just gonna make sure my eyelids are not creasing like a mofo, which they always are. So we're just gonna set them with a little bit of powder. A little blending brush, pop into my bronzer, whatever one I used, and I'm just gonna run that in the crease for like a few seconds just to kind of give us a little bit of dimension to the eye. All that does now is separate kind of what's going on. Okay, so now I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Shadow Pencil in Milk. So what I'm trying to do is I want to create a little bit of highlights in my eye. So you can use a brush. I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to pop this on the center of the lid, like so. I'm going to pop it right underneath the brow bone. Just finding the high points in my eyes. So the brow bone, blend it out, the middle of the lid, and then the inner corner of the eyes. So you can already see how it now creates slight dimension, which is really beautiful. Now you're gonna take just some sort of iridescent shade. I'm gonna use the Love You So Mochi palette from NYX because it's drugstore, it's easy, and it's beautiful. Absolutely love this palette. I'm gonna take this baby pink shade because I'm going for like a baby pink iridescence. If I want to like mix in like a little bit of the blue, I can create more of a purple vibe. But I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna just hit it wherever we put that white, and we're just gonna get this really delicate pop of like baby pink that's just gonna give us the most beautiful like springtime vibe. And right in that inner corner. So it's just gonna hit these 3 points, which is so pretty. And you can just layer to get the intensity you want. You can go back a few times and just pop in more of that pigment and color. And a little bit more of a pressing motion will give you a little bit more of a pigment, whereas a little bit of sweep will just kind of lightly apply. Okay, so you could be done here right now is just with some mascara, and you're just gonna get this like kind of editorial, really pretty vibe. Honestly, I want to take a little bit of that pink and pop it on the highlight. Just want it to all kind of go together. I actually think this is so pretty. Okay, so if you want to be done there, you absolutely could. What I kind of want to do is I have this like rose gold eyeliner and I really wanted to play with it. Another option, so this is the NYX one, Love Lust Disco. It's like a rose gold glitter liner. I thought it'd be really fun. I also really like the Wonder Swipes by Rimmel, so you can do that. So what I'm gonna start off with is I really want this to pop. So I want everything very light and bright. So I'm gonna start with a white eyeliner. And I'm gonna just line my eyes with this. And again, you could also rock white eyeliner, and that's also such a fun like spring look. Once your liner is dry, now you have a nice highlight for this like glitter liner to go on. So I'm just gonna apply glitter liner right on top. And I'll do the other side. And I love that this is almost like just a bit of a warmer shade of pink, so it just kind of gives a little bit of a different vibe to what we've got going on, and it'll just stand out in the most perfect way. Especially if you have hooded eyes, just try and keep looking down while it dries, or else it'll smudge and do all those things. You already know what I'm talking about. If you have hooded eyes, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, and when your liner is dry, we're just gonna curl our lashes. It's very much up to you if you want to wear lashes for this look. Okay, for mascara, I'm gonna use my Lancome Monsieur Big. I forgot about this mascara, and I really like it. It's probably one of the only ones where I'm like, nope, an expensive mascara actually makes a difference. So, I'm going to apply a light coat to my lashes because I don't want anything clumpy. I want everything looking nice and delicate and soft. So all I really did was I did a little bit of mascara on the top and a little bit on the bottom. I also took my little like eyebrow comb and I really combed it out because I wanted just a very soft and delicate look. I didn't want too much going on. Yeah, so we're gonna move on to the lips. So I'm just gonna take whatever leftover foundation I have on my little brush. Gonna foundation out my lips. Gonna try something. We're gonna see what happens. Then gonna take this crazy scary color and I'm gonna like literally do that, just the tiniest bit right there. I'm gonna press it together. May need a little bit more. Just on the inside of your lip. I want to try a blotted lip kind of effect. And then I'm gonna lightly tap that out. Because moisture is a good thing, I'm going to take my NARS little tinted lip balm and just tap. And just keep blending. Ooh, look at us. And then if you think you like did too much, you can just go over with your foundation brush and just kind of clean it up. But I really just want to make sure all the pigment's right at the center. I like this technique actually. Oh, and then to finish it off, what we have to do is go in and take that little pink shade and just right on the Cupid's bow, a little bit of that just pink iridescence. Ooh, yeah, that's what we needed. That's so perfect. Blend it into the lip now. A little lower. And right on the center. Starts with like one thing and then I never stop. Look at that. That's so pretty. Okay, I kind of like this like slightly wet hair vibe too. So pretty. I'm just gonna finish off with a little setting spray. But that, my dears, completes our final look. Oh, it's so cute. So there we have it. This is our final look. I freaking love it, dude. Like, it's so fun and editorial and different. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.